Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you've made it another day and earned another dollar. So, my name is Mr. G, your meteorologist. Happy Thursday. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today as we talk about the weather forecast. And I am a student meteorologist. I am studying at Mississippi State University online where I'm majoring in meteorology and geosciences. So, just a little bit about me that I'm just not up here just talking, and I know a little bit of something, but we're going to talk about that weather forecast. Our city of the day is the beautiful city of Los Angeles, California, my hometown, the birthplace of yours truly, the great city of angels out there with there's a beautiful blue skies. We're not looking at any haze or smog in the sky. Beautiful skies out there across the Southland. A few puffy clouds starting to build up along the mountains, so we got a little bit of a lift in the atmosphere. And later today, we're going to see more clouds move in across the LA and Orange County area, and we're going to eventually see showers move in as well, and maybe a couple of rumbles of thunder as we see a little bit of rainfall. You could pick up about half inch to an inch of rain in the LA and Orange County areas. A little bit more rain to the north where you can see a couple inches up in Northern California, but around the Southland, a sunny start to the day, but we're going to end it with some showers moving in and some thunderstorms as well down in Southern California. So let's move on with the rest of the forecast and talk about the lower 48 because we have a lot to cover and I don't want the video to be too long. So let's jump to it, shall we? So now it's time to move on with the rest of the forecast and talk about what we're going to be seeing out there across the lower 48 as we get ready for the upcoming weekend as well as Thanksgiving week next week. So let's take a look at our first map, and I'm going to step off to the side here so you can take a closer look at the map. And let's take a look at what we're going to see in the late week, which is today and tomorrow. We have a storm system up here across the upper Midwest and the Great Lakes, and that's going to work its way to the eastward, and it's going to spread some rain showers down over that way, and we're going to see nice weather down here along the Gulf Coast, where it's going to get rather warm. So warm conditions across the Gulf Coast, but some heavy rain down here across the state of Florida, and in southern Florida especially, where we're going to see up to 8 inches of rain. So some very heavy rain, and then some cooler weather is going to move in across the upper Midwest and the northern plains. So we're going to see those temperatures tumble a little bit after we saw a very nice, we're looking at highs today in the 60s in the Minneapolis area, but as we move into your Friday, we're going to see a high of 46 tomorrow. So that's definitely a sign of those temperatures taking a drop as we move through the end of the work week. So down here across the Southwest, going to be nice and warm across the Southwest, but we're going to see that rain moving into Southern California and Northern California as well. A little bit cool and chilly up here in the Pacific Northwest and through the Northern Rockies. So we have a lot of variation in the weather today between the North and the South and the East and the West. So we have a very active weather pattern in place right now, where last week we saw a lot of that zonal fast east, but we have a lot of what are called amplification in the jet stream. So we have a pretty good sized trough in the eastern end of the country, in the northeast and the Great Lakes. We have that troughing, so we're going to see that colder northwesterly flow, but we have our departing storm system that's lifting off toward the northeast along our jet stream. This is the direction that our storm is going to travel along the jet stream. So we're going to see some showers in far northeastern New England. So the Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, we're going to see some rain showers today. And in the Pacific Northwest, we're going to see some more rain showers this weekend. So we're going to see snow across the Rockies, rain showers along the coast, and in the valleys along the coastal areas, all the way down into Southern California. And we're going to see some showers spread over the southwestern deserts as well, as we're going to see some much needed rainfall where we could pick up perhaps maybe a quarter of an inch of rain through some parts of the southern deserts. But here in the midsection of the nation this weekend, a progressing cold front is going to spread showers and thunderstorms through the central and southern plains, and that's going to eventually make its way through the mid-south, the Ohio Valley, the Great Lakes, and eventually into the northeast as we head through the holiday next week. So through the weekend and into the holiday next week. So here is our travel forecast for the 21st, 22nd. I think that is Tuesday and Wednesday next week. We are going to see cool conditions in the Pacific Northwest, some rain showers along the West Coast down to Southern California, nice warm weather across the desert Southwest and the Southern Plains, a little bit chilly and snowy across the upper Midwest and the Northern Plains, heavier snow here across the Great Lakes, so eastern Minnesota and Wisconsin, the Twin Cities, we could see some snow, and we could see some snow down in Milwaukee and maybe even Chicago as well. A rain and snow mix is going to be possible, and we're going to see those rain showers from the Ohio Valley through the Appalachian Mountain Range, Mid-Atlantic, the Northeast, and New England with some rain and snow. So a little bit of inclement weather in the northeastern section of the country as we head through Tuesday and Wednesday, our main travel days next week. And then as we take a look at the 24th through the 26th, the holiday, this is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of next weekend, we're going to see brisk and cooler weather across the northern plains. We're going to see some snow across the Rockies, a little bit of rain and snow in the Pacific Northwest, and some more rain showers still down into the Southwest through California. And we see showers and some thunderstorms from the south in the Gulf Coast up through the Midwest and through the Corn Belt states. We're going to see those rain showers and some thunderstorms. Nice weather across the southeast and including the state of Florida next week. A few showers in New England and a little bit of snow in parts of New England. Some light snow and windy and chilly conditions as we head into the weekend, next weekend, into our holiday weekend. So again, a very active weather pattern once again across the country as we have a couple of storm systems to contend with, areas of colder weather, and a few areas that's going to see nice, mild, and somewhat warm conditions as well. So definitely a mixed bag of weather pattern, a mixed weather pattern out there as we head into a holiday, which typically always is for Thanksgiving, a very active weather pattern to contend with for the travel and our holiday activities. So as we move on to the next map, here is where we're going to see as far as the holiday travel forecast for Tuesday. It's going to be our first big travel day next week. So Tuesday, we are going to see the green here across the western half of the country as no travel delays as far as the weather is concerned. It's going to be expected. But in the yellows, it's going to be 50-50 chance maybe. There's some weather activity going on that could cause some delays. But overall, it's going to be okay. But where we see the red is where we're going to see weather-related travel delays. So we can see some snow here in the mountains, some rain, and we're going to see snow up here in the Great Lakes area, so through parts of Michigan and possibly into the northeast in New England. We could see some snow, and we could see some snow up there through parts of Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, and eastern Massachusetts as we head into your Tuesday. Now, as far as Wednesday is concerned, we see a lot of green out there through about 80% of the country, a lot of green, but we're going to see some yellows up here across the northern Rockies, some yellow down here across the eastern plains of New Mexico and West Texas. We can see some rain showers and thunderstorms over that region, and we're going to see a little bit of snow up here across parts of the Great Lakes. And we're going to see a little bit of wet weather along the eastern seaboard and to the parts of the northeast as well, as we have that storm system that's going to be working its way across the Midwest into the East Coast as we head into the week next week, into the holiday. So on Wednesday, we're going to deal with that travel So let's take a closer look at our storm here on the west coast. Let's stand over here. Here is that area of low pressure. This is called a cutoff flow. This is cutoff flow, weatherman's woe, because this is going to be cut off from the main flow of love. So it's just kind of going to meander around out here off the coast of California for the next several days. But we will see showers associated with that area flow pressure. We do have our frontal boundary here that's going to be moving close to the coastline. We have a warm front, and we also have occlusion in that front, and then our cold front as well. But that combination is going to make for a mixed bag of some precipitation here, some rain showers along the coast, some snow up there in the higher elevation of the Sierra Nevadas. We can see snow levels very high down here in Southern California, so I'm not expecting much snow in the Southern California mountains, but we won't see any snow until you get high up into the Sierra Nevada mountain range up in Northern and Central California. So as we talk about 4 o'clock today, this afternoon, that rainstorm is going to be inching ever so close to Southern California. We're going to start to see showers over the west side of Los Angeles County, through Ventura and Santa Barbara County, and up through San Luis Obispo, Santa Clara County, San Jose, and up towards San Francisco. We're going to see some scattered showers start to make their way along the California coastline on your afternoon today, 4 o'clock in the Pacific Standard Time. So we're going to see that wet weather beginning to affect the coastal areas there. And then as we move into Saturday, about 12 o'clock p.m., so 12 noon on Saturday, we're going to see much more of that rainfall, much more substantial rains down towards Los Angeles, where we can see a little bit darker green. So we're going to see heavier rainfall, much more consistent rain down here across the Southern California along I-5 and the 405 down here and I-10. We're going to see those showers. A few showers is going to be possible over the interior desert, so the Las Vegas and through parts of Arizona, southern Utah, we're going to see some rain showers and maybe some snow showers and rain mixed up in the elevations of the mountains near like places like St. George or Provo or Park City, Utah, where you can see some rain and some snow in the higher elevations. So as we talk about your Sunday, things will begin to start to quiet down around California. Maybe a few showers and an isolated thunderstorm might even be possible, as we have a little bit of instability that's going to work into the area. So elevated thunderstorm won't be out of the question either as well across some of the mountains here in central to southern California. So again, but it's going to start to dry out a bit as we head into Sunday about 11 o'clock a.m. We're going to see things start to wind down out there across SoCal. Here are some of the rainfall estimates expected across California. We can see about ½ an inch of rain down in Southern California and up to an inch or two in Central and Northern California. We're going to see about 1 to 3 inches of snow in the Sierra Nevada, so not a whole lot of snow with this system, as though snow will be up above 8,000 or 9,000 feet in elevation. So high elevation snow, we could pick up that 1 to 3 inches of snow. So not a whole lot to worry about there. So I don't see I-80 getting shut down or anything like that. So in Florida, we have a very interesting situation where we have some possible tropical development that could happen in the tropics. Even though this is outside of the hurricane season is officially declared over, but we could see some tropical development still. Sometimes that can happen even after they've declared the tropical season over, but we could see a no-name storm develop here off the coast of Florida, and that's going to spread a lot of rain showers here along the East Coast. So Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Pompano Beach, you guys can see a lot of rain down there in West Palm Beach. So a couple of inches of rain is going to be possible. A good 2 to 3 inches of rain could continue through the remainder of the day today across the state of Florida, and we can see the potential for flooding as well along the east coast, the Atlantic coast of Florida, from central all the way down to Homestead in Miami, Fort Lauderdale. We can see the potential for flooding with some of this heavier rainfall that will be taking place out there. So as we head to our no-name storm that's going to be developing through Saturday, Friday, and into Saturday down here off the coast of Florida and Georgia, that's going to work its way up the eastern seaboard up towards the northeast, and in doing so, it's going to spread those rain showers along the eastern seaboard as well. So from Georgia all the way up to New England, we're going to see rain showers spread from the south toward the northeast as we have an advancing cold front as well that's going to be moving out of the plains and into the east coast. So that's going to interact with our storm system that's advancing along the coast. We have an advancing storm that will eventually start to stall out as it moves to the east. Here is our storm system working its way up the east coast on Friday night. It's going to be starting to bring those rain showers, and then by the time we get to Saturday, it's going to be there off the coast of Massachusetts and Rhode Island and Connecticut, Long Island right there. There is our area of low pressure that we're going to see. It's going to be kind of like a nor'easter, but not in a sense, because we don't typically have that frontal boundary. So we kind of have a stationary front right here along the I-95 corridor, and that's going to be that boundary between warm, moist air out over the Atlantic, out ahead of the front. But on the backside of the front, we're going to have colder, chilly, and breezier air working in on the backside. So those winds are going to change from the southwest and the southwest and the southeast to the northwest and the west. So we're going to see a sharp change in the direction of the winds and a drop in the temperatures. So we're going to see things chilly. We're going to get things kind of windy as well. And we're going to see those rain showers shift off toward the northeast. So progressing their way along the 95 corridor towards Nova Scotia. Our storm system is going to head on that way and scoot on out as it rides along that jet stream. So as we look at your day on Sunday, we lose the storm system for the most part. We see our colder air coming in out of Canada. On the backside, we're going to see a few snow showers and some rain and snow mix. We're going to see some mixed precipitation along the St. Lawrence River Valley. Here is Lake Ontario, Lake Erie right here. We're going to see some snow showers, so maybe a little bit of lake effect snow for places like Pittsburgh, Buffalo, and Cleveland. Might see a little bit of lake effect snow take effect, and we're going to see a little bit of snow through parts of upstate New York, Vermont as well, and New Hampshire, and the St. Lawrence River Valley there in Ontario, Canada. So again, a blustery weekend is going to be in store for your Sunday out there on the backside after that front shifts on through there and we get to that northwesterly wind. So we do have a slight chance of tropical development. We've got a couple of areas that we're kind of taking a look at here down across the tropics. One area is here south of the Caribbean island, the Southern Caribbean here. Here is Jamaica. There is Cuba. There is Haiti and Dominican Republic right there. So we're going to see the potential for development here. And our storm system that we're dealing with right now off the coast of Florida has the potential to be sort of a hybrid tropical system. It's going to be a no-name system. Depending on whatever develops there, we're still going to see a lot of rain and a little bit of wind, regardless whether we have a organized storm system. Either way, we're going to see that heavy rain. So we have a lot of wind shear that we're going to continue with as well, which is also going to make things challenging for any organized tropical development down here across the tropics, as we're seeing a lot of wind shear, which is not the friend of tropical storms or hurricanes. But a lot of rain is also going to be in place here. Haiti, Cuba, Dominican Republic right there. So we're going to see a lot of heavy rain that's going to also be in play across the Caribbean. So if you're going to the Caribbean, okay, there we go. So now that we're at the end of our weather forecast, my name is Mr. G. Thank you for joining me today. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys all tomorrow in the next video. Bye-bye.